Welcome back, hunters! I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return Monster Hunter World ICE, where we've got our final Elder Dragon go after for the week, and then we'll probably be opening up more of the story beats ahead. So I'm just going to restock us, get everything sorted there, and actually go after this one. We need to go on a little trip back to the research base to talk with the 3rd Fleet Master. Now this is probably going to be an Elder Dragon that's going to be exclusive to World for, like, very, very long time. I do not know if it really be possible to bring it back in the series, because it feels so heavily connected to the Rotten Vale for where you everything about it. Basically, I don't know if you can have one without the other. It's sort of like how people say when you have Gore Magala, you kind of need Shagru Magala as well with it. They just are so heavily entwined, it feels weird not to have both. Or both parts. So here's the 3rd Fleet Master. I know what Elder Dragon we're dealing with in the Rotten Vale. It's called Vaal Hazak. That's the tentative name we gave it last time it appeared. Vaal Hazak is the reason behind the effluvium. For some reason, he's wrapped in a coat of the stuff. It must be lurking down the base of the Vale, where the effluvium is thickest. I've set up a quest to investigate Vaal Hazak. You should get to work. We need to find it this time, no matter what. And there we go. Nice.
Clothed in effluvium? What kind of crazy monster are we dealing with here?
It is a really unique monster, that's for sure. Although, one thing I was looking around, I guess I'll have to eat on the way, because I don't see anywhere to, like, cook in the research base. I only just realized that now, like, trying to look around and say, okay, where is, like, the chef to, or the canteen? No, I don't think there's anything here like that. At least if there is, I certainly do not see it on the little map. So we'll just do it out in the field at the camp. Vaal Hazak, huh? No record of that one in the old world. The research base's archives do mention one sighting some number of years ago. They weren't able to establish visual contact, but they came up with a provisional name, Vaal Hazak, until more data could be gathered. Yeah, this is probably one of the most unique monsters that world brought with it. Go to Central Camp 1. I do wonder if I should get a new set of armor as we keep going, or I should just, like, keep rocking this. I'll have to see. Because the Azure Rathlo set has been doing us mostly well through the Elder Dragon so far. Although, I do feel like maybe I should upgrade its level a little bit, because I think I've still got it all level 1. Yeah, everything is just level 1. Basically, is as normal as you get it when you've made it from the smithy. Off we go, and back down into the Rotten Vale. Yeah, so let's just quickly eat here. You know what, I'm going to let this play out, because I don't think I've actually...
We might get an upgrade from shooting stars to superstars if we actually do find Vaal Hazak here.
I was going to say, I don't think I've ever actually just let this play out, although I think it is a lot quicker of an animation or cutscene than back at the canteen. It's just hard to get over the charm of the Meowscaler Chef and his crew. Okay, there's that done. Snag all those. And then in order to go after Vaal Hazak, we've got to go down to the deepest part of the Rotten Vale possible. Which I think the quickest way... I don't actually know if this is quicker than the other way or not, but I know this pops us out pretty close to where we gotta be. Yeah, right here. And let me just get a little bit of this since we are out and about. Yeah, see, these guys got a little bit of effluvium to them. Although it is surprising to find them this far down in the Vale. So I think those are just the Raffinos, like you see in the Coral Highlands. It's just they've got the, like, effluvium driving them a little angry. This is where we gotta go. And yeah, you can see something a little quirky with, like, the pile that was there. The lighting wasn't quite the same. And all of a sudden, they all come out of the woodwork. Just sucks all the life in the effluvium out of them. Now that makes me wonder, like, is the effluvium keeping them alive then? Or was just like the act of taking it away killed them? There it is. Vaal Hazak.
There it is! We did it! Vaal Hazak is really here! Trap, we found it! Now we can go ahead with our research. You can do this!
Yeah, Vaal is a really cool design. Definitely like one of the most metal-looking monsters the series has ever had, with the draped over skin of a Oh, shoot.
You got a Melberry on you?
I don't think I do. No, I forgot to grab. Yeah, I forgot that Vaal has a little bit of happy with the sweeping beams. So I'll have to try to... It is nice that it is pretty well choreographed, he's doing the beams, but it can be pretty dangerous if you do have the effluvium buildup hit. And also, this is one of the fights in Monster Hunter you really have to mind like your positioning, because there is like area of denial that will just take away your health just by being in it. But one thing about Vaal is he's very slow for a lot of his attacks. You have a lot of openings to be able to fight back and work at him. Okay, so the build-up finally wore off. I can heal up the last half that I lost there. And we'll see how we do against him. Because of him so reliant on the effluvium and that, I feel like you're not going to be able to bring Vaal back without having the Rotten Vale or something like it in return too. Now yeah, you can get off so many of like your really heavy hitting attacks. Oh, and then even the great Or, not the great heroes, but yeah, there we go. Those little guys help out quite a bit too. Because they're basically scavenging opportunists. If they have an opening, go after the monster, they will actually take it. That was pretty good. I'm not sure if it's just maybe because of the effluvium effects happening. There's a little bit of like frame stutters going on. Okay, he's sucking it. Whew. That was close. I think if I was a little slower, I would have gotten hit by that. Oh, and you know what? Let's go right behind him, because that's usually a safe spot. Hi! Can you move your leg? Thank you. It's usually a safe spot when he's doing, like, that big wind-up and the effluvium, like, waves out. His body acts like a little blocker from it all. Yeah, I think this is probably going to be the easiest of the 3 Elder Dragons for, like, going after with the bow. There are a few things that I might be able to use. There we go. See if we can get the tail. Okay, didn't quite get a tenderize in, but still getting really good damage out. Nope, and I think we actually knocked him out of another one of those, like, blasts he was going to do, or like the wave out. God, he's... But everything about Vaal is... like, kind of sickly sounding. Like, it almost sounds like it's wheezing for some of what it does. Okay, let me get that. Oh. I actually didn't realize he was going to try doing this, so... I was hoping to get a little bit of material he might have dropped, but I guess he didn't. And there we go. Yeah, I think much, much easier than the other 2 Elder Dragons. I think it's because he has such a slower moveset compared to Kushala and Teostra. It's just super easy to really be able to get, like, the Dragon Piercers out over and over. As long as you can deal with the effluvium, he's pretty simple of a fight. And then you can actually see a little bit of what, like, the true Vaal Hazak underneath is. Because, like, all the red that's draped over him, I think that's, like, carrion. It almost, like, drapes itself in the hide and skins of other other fallen monsters. So that way the effluvium doesn't really affect it as much. Because it kind of actually reminds me of, like, Kushala Daora. Like, this... it's this really metallic-looking scaling underneath it all. I'm not sure if it's, like... there's a correlation, and instead of, like, the effluvium it's controlling, it's, like, it's more the air around the effluvium that it just, like, gets sucked in? I'm not sure. But that was Vaal Hazak slain. And that brings our Elder Dragon week to a close, and we'll see what the next part of the story is. Because I think we're set up for the final story monster. I think. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see how it plays out.
partner.
Yeah, good job out there, partner. I knew you'd pull through. We've made amazing progress researching the Elder Dragons, and Aster is buzzing with excitement. And everyone is saying it's all thanks to your hard work. But, Pard, having said that, you see... Guess who's back with a vengeance? I'm back with a vengeance. Right on time. My time, anyway. So I hear you get to take credit for all of the Elder Dragons. Not bad, not bad. I always knew you'd wreck shop. That's why the Commander and I handpicked you in the first place. Now I've got a little news to share myself. Remember how I said my old friend told me that he was going to track down a certain place brimming with energy? Well, he found it. He found it big time. So I was thinking about checking it out myself. Chances are it'll explain why the Elder Dragons have all started going bonkers. Oh, and my friend had a message for you. I promised our paths would cross again, and so they must. I should not take the boat until you get here.
All right.
Hear that? That's a personal invitation. Which means you're coming along. No ifs, ands, or conga lala buts. I'll let your handler figure out the rendezvous and rendezvous. Got to make it an official quest and all that. And don't go spilling the beans to the others. This is just between us.
Okay, back to work.
All you have to do is sign up for the quest and show up. And don't be late. Okay.
Impressive.
Oh, and the Commander. Fine work taking care of those Elder Dragons. With everything that's transpired, we should send word to Guild immediately. I'll have the captain ready a ship. However, it's still unclear why the Elder Dragons returned to the Elder's Recess. It's almost like they were drawn to it. Well, we'll just have to continue our research until we find the answer. Either way, I'll start compiling the information and...
What's wrong?
Something on your mind? The Arrow's been making plans again, has he? Where's that old devil going this time? Wherever it is, I suppose now you're going too. You and your partner, huh?
Understood.
Well, alright, I'll handle things here. Just remember that whatever happens, your partner will always be there at your side to help you. Except she won't and does nothing. And I'll be here too, waiting for you. Find what there is to find, but then promise you'll find your way back home. Yeah, so I think that's good to end this episode here,
Hey,
and...
partner, are you sure you want to go on that quest from the Admiral?
Yep, because that, I think, is the last story quest to tackle. So we'll just go preview Vaal Hazak's gear, show off the armor, and... Oh, hang on, I hear a snuffling. Where is our little Poogie? There you are. Sorry we whizzed by you there. Always pet our Poogie. Okay, yeah, we'll head up, check Vaal Hazak's armor set, see what it has. And then I think we are all set to tackle... I don't know if I will change up the gear I've got or just stick with it. It has worked pretty well for all the Elder Dragons, although I might also want to check and see, like, what the resistances are, because I don't know if Dragon would have been the best thing to be taking along or not for those. Yes, we've got Vaal Hazak Alpha and the Beta, which does carry over that. Well, not quite the Beta, but the Alpha definitely has the look of, like, all draped in the hide and skin and that. The Beta is more like once everything's exposed. And what are the skills? Oh, right, this is like, it just, your health continually recovers no matter what. Dragon Attack actually wouldn't be bad because I'm using a bow and that could actually work with it. Peak Performance is very good with the Vitality, and same for Recovery Speed. I don't know if the Recovery Speed actually works in tandem with the Vitality or not. You know, Effluvium Resistance is not really that good. And then here... This actually isn't too bad for being the Beta, like what it offers for these. But again, I don't know if I will make it or not. Might just stick with Yazurathmos. And I'll just head down to the trade yard. We'll talk to the ecological research leader, or team, or whatever this guy is called. Ecological research. Yeah. You did it. Hope the Elder Dragons didn't ding you up too badly. You've opened the way for the Commission to make some great strides in our New World Elder Dragon research. So what is it? Yeah, let me just check and see. I don't know if I'll be able to actually take a look and see what they're... Oh, I can. Okay, yeah, so Teostra actually is pretty resistant to Dragon. It's only 1 star, where the most... it's highly weak to water and ice. Kushala, 2 star wasn't bad. Vaal Hazak, though, was a 3, which probably explains why it was so easy to put down as it was. So yeah, that's might be a little bit why Teostra was also a little tougher to deal with, is because it had a fair resistance to our weapon. But that is majority of the field guide, I think, all completed now. There is one other monster that I did skip in low rank, and I forgot that it's actually one you can go after, because I think it's only like a rare optional quest or something you'll see it. But I'll tackle its high rank form just because it is an Elder Dragon. It's just a little bit of an odd inclusion because it doesn't really have much importance into most of the story. Any of the story, really. No, that'll come another time. Or maybe I should... Let me check right now, actually. See if I do have it available to be gone after. Okay, no, it says I've done all those, and I don't know if it'd be in here. Yeah, it's a little strange, because I think to go after... Okay, that is a bit odd. I'm not sure how I actually unlock that hunt to go after. Because I'm fairly sure I know what it is. It's just... Well, I'll look that up a little bit more in my own time, or after we get the main story done. For now, though, we will end this episode of Monster Hunter World ICE right here. Thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of the series. If you did like the video, you should give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure to leave in the comments right down below. Until I do see you in the next video, Hunters and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.